Hi everyone. So since we are not meeting on Zoom today, I have a recorded lecture for you. So these are our week 2 slides. You can find these in the schedule of classes. You can also find them on Canvas in this week's module. So let's go over what we're going to be doing today. So you don't have Zoom for today. There are some things that you need to do during class time. First, if you are a new student, make sure that you click to review our late add policy. There's also a video which I will embed in these slides so that you can access that. So that's just if you're a new student joining us late. Make sure you watch that overview. Second, everybody needs to individually watch these lectures during class time. They are recorded lectures. They're pretty short, and they will go over information on our first essay, which we are starting to work on during this unit, and also information on effective summary and what I'm looking for in your responses. So those are the skills that we're working on during class right now, and those lectures are going to help you get a feel for those. After that, you're going to be completing some group work, and I realize that you're not on Zoom, so you might not be in the same virtual or physical space as one another, but everyone should have a group chat or something similar so that you can ideally collaborate with your group while you're doing the group work. Even if you're not in your group's group chat just yet, you can still complete today's assignment, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So once you complete the group work, you'll turn that in onto Canvas. But first, let's look at the group work itself. So resources for today are all listed here. These are some of the things that you will have noticed in those recorded lectures. So these are like the handouts that I look at in the recorded lectures. There are some additional handouts that are not mentioned just yet, so give those a quick look over and then spend some more time with them throughout the rest of the week. You'll need to be familiar with different ones for different assignments later on throughout this week. All right, so you should have taken some notes during these lectures, right? And then you're going to open up your group work. So these slides that we have for our everyday class slides are slides that are not editable by students, right? However, your group work slides are editable. That means that everyone has access, everyone can type on them, and so on. So this is where you're going to do your group work. So just find whichever class you are in. Let's say that I am in the 8 a.m. class. If I'm in the 8 a.m. class, I'm going to click on that set of slides. So we'll use my 8 a.m. class group slides as an example. All right, so we can see that my group work is here. It has group roles, which you are welcome to use, but you do not have to. It also has a timer because I don't want you to spend too long on the group work. It should take you 15 minutes, if that. Then you have resources here in case you need to revisit them. So as I mentioned, these slides are editable. So you'll just write on whichever slide you need to write on, depending on which group you're in. If you don't remember what group you're in, you can click on our groups. Let me get over there. You can click on our groups document. Remember that you can find the group document in our syllabus. It's also in the welcome module. So a couple of different places to access this doc. So if I'm in the 8 a.m. class, it will tell me which group I'm in, right? 8 a.m. group 1 is all of these people. 8 a.m. group 2 is these people, and so on. And then you can just scroll down to see what group you're in. So revisit the groups doc if you're not sure. For the purposes of today's lecture, I'm just going to say that I'm in 8 a.m. group 1. All right. So if I'm in 8 a.m. group 1, I see that I'm in the 8 a.m. slides. I'm going to go to the group 1 page and I'm going to write my name. So I'm going to write my first name and my last initial. And then I'm going to change the color of my font. So let's say I want to be purple today and I want to make my font this bold thing, okay? So you can change your font to whatever you would like. If it's not showing up well enough, maybe you want to like highlight it, you can get creative. So that way I know who all is contributing and I know who's typing. So then from there, I can just highlight my name and click Control C or whatever's similar on your keyboard to copy, Control V to paste. If that doesn't work, you can just click on each new place that you're going to type and change your font color, change your font color to whatever color you would like it to be. Maybe you want to highlight, whatever you want to do, okay? So just make sure that your font is always the same for your name and for your response. So that way I can clearly be seen by the rest of my group contributing. And also when I as an instructor am, grading, I can see who did what, right? So then I'm going to put Erin's response and I'll type my response here. So if you're in the same space as your group or you have a group chat, for example, your group can decide amongst yourselves who is going to contribute to which part and make sure that you fill out your group slide together. Normally we'll do this in breakout rooms so that we can, chat amongst ourselves that way. You might choose to come onto campus and meet and hang out at the library during class time or meet on Zoom, or maybe you just want to chat in your group chat to coordinate. That's okay too. If you're not in a group chat, you can still go to the correct group slide and write your name and write your contributions so that you get credit. And then make sure that you catch up with your group so you can collaborate a little bit more effectively going forward. But I know that, we might have people who are just joining us, right? So once you have completed this, then you are done filling out your group work, and now you need to click on this share button and then click copy link, okay? And once you've copied that link, then you can push done, and then you're going to head over to our classwork assignment, and I'm viewing this as a student because I'm recording this lecture early. It won't let me show you exactly how to submit it because it says it's not available yet. But I wanted to show you where it is. So when you're done with your group work, you're going to head to week 2. You'll go to the classwork for Tuesday. You'll click on it and you will put a link to your group work assignment. Everybody needs to turn this in individually. So everyone is going to send a link to this group document that you have contributed to. That's what you're going to submit onto Canvas. All right. So that is the first part of what we're doing in class. Once you're done with your group work, then I also want you to review your reminders. So you've got some homework reminders that I want you to know about. Remember to be working on those assignments that are due on Canvas. Our homework is always due on Wednesday and Friday. So you do have homework assignments that are due Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. You should also be starting to think about planning essay number 1. I have the slides that you would use to start working on that and start thinking about that linked here for you. You also need to start thinking about making your first tutoring appointment because we have a tutoring reflection that's coming up. So everyone should at least be familiar with the Writing Center from their presentation during one of our classes. There are other tutoring options available for you in the syllabus and in the welcome module on Canvas. We do not have Zoom on Thursday 1/29, but there is an assignment due on Canvas during that time. So for that, you're going to need to go over to the Thursday portion of these slides and follow the directions so that you know what to do and where to turn it in and all of that good stuff. All right. Have a great rest of your day. That is our Tuesday overview of what to do. Don't forget to turn in your classwork on Canvas during class time. And remember that you are submitting a link to that shared Google Doc where you did your group's assignment on your group slide.